So today I was thinking about developing some 35mm film. So let's get started. So the film is in the camera. So you need to push that black button and start rolling your film back into the canister. So, and you will feel with the tension. You can also look at the counter, but normally you feel it and you can hear it as well. Then you just pop it open and take the film out of the canister. So when you have your film out, you can use a film retriever, which you slide in. I don't have a film retriever, so I'm using this can soda opening box film opener type thing. And just put it on the bottom part of the film and yank it open. And you of course need to do it in a darkroom bag. So as you can see, I have my darkroom bag here. I will try not to speak when I put everything down because my microphone just picks up everything. But I have my tank, the spool, and you just call it the first lid. So this is the part that makes it light proof. So you don't need a final lid in the darkroom bag. I just find it takes too much space. And you also need a scissor. Since I'm right-handed, I always put the things I need on my right side and the things I need for later on the left side. And I also make sure to put it in the right compartment because it's 2 compartments in this bag. So the tank and the first lid thing. That side, the spool, right side, the spool holder, right side, the film, right side, and the opener on the right side. Then you make sure to close both compartments. So when you're sure that you have everything you need in your darkroom bag, you just put your hands through these 2 holes. And then you just start to feel where everything is in the bag. And it's really important not to get flustered or annoyed because film hates damp environments. So you don't want to begin to sweat in this bag. That's a no-no. So here's my film. Here's my can opener. There's my scissor. And there's the spool thing. And actually, if you want to, I could do a video on how to load the film onto the spool without the bag. I have a film I can use, so just let me know in the comments. So there's the spool. That's the right way. Okay, take that down. Take the canister opener. I find the bottom of the film. And then you just try to yank it open. And it's really not that hard. You just need to practice. Now the can is open. Place it down there. Push on the top side of the film and the whole film comes out of the canister. So, and I try to hold the film tight on the back end because there's a plastic thing that, there's a plastic thing that holds the film together. And then you find the first end of the film and you take your scissors and you do not want to like cut your hand or finger, but you want to try to make the cut as straight as possible. It's like, it doesn't need to be perfect. So there's my film in one hand, and I have the spool in my right hand. And I have to feel that's the right way. And then you just want to thread the film onto the spool. It's just really important not to get flustered if you're starting to have some problems with getting on the spool. I've done this several times, and sometimes it's just hard. So when you feel the film is on the spool, you just start to roll it on. You can actually feel like the film is just sliding on. There shouldn't be any tension. So now I've come to the end of the film. I can feel the back part of the plastic thing. Take my scissors. Again, you don't want to cut your fingers. Cut that off. And then just give it a couple of swirls more so you can feel like the film is stuck to the spool. So now that the film is on the spool, you just need to find the holder for the spool, push it through, put the film in the tank, then you put the first lid on and make sure that it's shut correctly. And if you want to, you can just put the second lid on. The most important thing to remember is to, if something goes wrong, just keep calm. And if the film gets stuck on the spool, be calm, try to open, you can open the spool and let the film just pop out and start over. And the beginning part of the film will be in the center. So you just have to carefully take it out. But if you feel that you're starting to be annoyed and get hot and flustered, just take a break. Because again, as long as the film don't get sweaty, you'll most likely be fine. So if you guys want to, I can make a video without the darkroom bag where I can show you how I open the film, put it on the spool and everything. So yeah. So here you can see the bottom of the canister that I popped off. And this is the plastic holder at the end of the film. This is the first edge or the start of the film. And you want to keep, you want to try to get the cut as straight as possible, because then it becomes easier to get the film on the spool. So now we'll just make the chemicals and I will develop this film. Thank you.